What's going on, guys? This podcast is brought to you by David Protein Bars. I'm going to show you guys, if you guys have not checked them out yet, they're kind of the newest thing on the market. Everybody's raving about them. This is David Protein Bars. I partnered with them because they actually knew I was eating their protein bars and they gave me a call and we started to kind of work together. And it's been really nice. They are actually great people over there that run the company and they really care. And it's evident because they got a protein bar here with 28 grams of protein, 150 calories, 0 grams of sugar, which is really nice because somebody like me who likes to snack actually now has a way to snack without feeling like I am going overboard. So when I have a meal, if I still want to snack, I got these protein bars to add 30 grams of protein or approximately 30 grams of protein to my day. Or if I'm out and about and I want something, I can throw a protein bar in and I don't feel like I'm eating a ton of sugar or anything like that. So, guys, right now they got a special. If you buy 4 boxes, you get the fifth one free, and they do ship to Canada. Use code RBP at checkout. You will not regret it. They taste awesome, and it's just a shot of protein. It's actually perfect. Guys, you're going to love it. davidprotein.com. Check them out.
I got a special guest with me, Fouad.
Is that your mother?
That's my mom. You gotta turn it, Mom. What are you doing?
Gotta see everything. Come on.
What are you doing?
How do you
Look what you did to the screen.
okay, well, how do you fix it?
I don't know. You hitting buttons. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Hello, Mama Walker. How are you?
Hi. How
How's
are
it
you?
going? I'm good. How's it going?
Good.
Are we doing this together? Let's do it together.
Some of it, yeah. I figured it'd be cool to have her on.
Yeah, that's incredible. How are you guys?
Good.
What's it like having this beast in your house while he's getting ready for the Olympia?
Uh, it's interesting.
Do you cook all his food?
No,
Oh, I do it all.
You cook your food.
Yeah,
Do you do the grocery shopping?
I do it.
no.
You do
But
the
I
grocery.
clean up the mess.
Oh no, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nick, come on, man.
she does. She
I
does.
do the wash, the dishes.
Not like being at home, Fouad.
I'm the maid.
I'm surprised you're not cooking his food too.
No, I'm very OCD. I don't like people
Oh,
touching.
that's why. It's not because you're not lazy. It's because you're crazy in your head.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like to. I have to
Uh,
do it.
that's right. How's that going? How's the meals going? How's Kyle doing? What's it like having a new coach for the Olympia of all things?
It's great. I mean, obviously, with Kyle, before Pittsburgh and all that other fun stuff.
Yeah.
His methods are very different than what I'm used to.
Good way or
So
bad? Good way or bad way? Like, does it freak you out?
it wasn't good or bad. It was just like, this is not at
Yeah.
all how. So it was just a new thing for me to adjust.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just remember telling him, I just said, look, man, when we show up at Pittsburgh, I can't just
Yeah.
show up, like we have to shock everyone. And we
Can you
did.
can you tell me one of the things that's a little bit like, because I've had coaches before where they give me something to do and I'm like, oh, I don't think this is a good idea. But then I do it anyway because they're my coach. Is there something like that Kyle did that you were like, oh fuck, this is really different. I don't want to do it?
Yeah, so he's big on, and especially in the off season. I'm not. I'm the same in prep in off season when it comes to diet. He's big on like lots of options for meals, and I'm
Okay.
like, no, just give me chicken, rice, this, and like that. That's it. I don't want chicken
Yeah.
or this, rice or that. Just lay it the fuck out, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really like options.
Mama Walker, is it good having him at the house for the Olympia, or is he a stress case when he's getting ready for the big show, or is he like chill to be around in the house?
It depends. He could be short at times,
Yeah.
snappy sometimes, but
That's not very nice, Nick.
he's okay. He's getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it get easier, Nick, with each prep and each year that you get older?
Yeah, I do think, if you asked me how I was back in the day versus now, I would say it's a totally night and day difference,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is what I tell everyone. It doesn't get easier. You just get better at handling it.
That's kind of what I meant. I didn't mean easier. I meant like
You know what I
you're
mean? Like it's
Yeah.
always the same. You just you know what to expect now. So
And
it's just
we get better at handling it.
No, that's true. You know that because
Yeah.
like when my wife, when we met, she wasn't with a bodybuilder before me, And she met me in the off season. And when I started dieting, you know, you're a totally different person when you're dieting versus the off season. She was like, "Who the fuck is this guy? What happened to the nice guy that I was with in the off season?" So we actually ended up breaking up and we got back together. But as the years went on, she started to understand when I didn't want to be talked to or I wanted to be left alone or I wanted to like, so you kind of know Nick's triggers, like where to like just
Right.
get out of his way and all that.
Right.
Well,
'Cause
the biggest thing is just communication, you know, which I'm getting better at. Like if I'm just having one of those days, I'll just be like, look, it's that day. You know what I mean?
does Nick have chores in the house that he has to do?
No.
Nah, man. What am I 12 for that?
Well, you're living at home, you got to do something. You can't fucking you don't cut the grass, you don't fucking take the garbage out, you don't do shit.
No.
Once in a while, you know, I'll take the garbage out.
We're in prep. He does nothing.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
That's
How
my
do-
excuse. I'm like, nope, can't do it. I'm in prep.
So, Mama Walker, you are his biggest fan for
Yes.
sure. Um, is it stressful for you at times going through the ups and downs of his career?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you learned to handle the ups and downs of his career?
In terms of what? Be specific, please.
Well, okay, let's go here. Social media.
No.
This is the thing. As a mom, you probably have to read all kinds of things about your son.
Yeah.
Does that ever get easier to deal with?
No, I don't like it, but yeah, I try to think of the source
Yeah.
where it's coming from.
But
you know?
do you ever think like he's popular and it's going to happen anyway? And like, does it start to roll off your back a little easier?
A little bit, yeah. But I still don't like what I read, but you know.
Yeah.
As a parent, I understand it. So,
course.
but what I also just try to tell her, I'm like, I tell her two things. I'm like, it's the internet. You know, what are you gonna do, right? And I also just say, if it really doesn't bother me,
Yeah.
you should just let it roll. You know, like there's nothing. Like I've grown to adapt to it, so there's really nothing anyone can say at this point where I'm like, oh, well, this is gonna ruin my day. You know what I mean? Like I just don't care anymore.
Well, I'm looking at your page. You have 1.7 million followers. So if you have, you know, almost 2 million followers, you got to assume that there's going to be good and bad in that whole, you know what I mean? Like not everybody that is following you loves you. There are people that are following you just to see what you're doing. You see people are following you just to see you fall.
Of
So
course.
you have to assume that that's going to happen. So what about, okay, so social media is getting better, but not easy. What about wins and losses
For her and me.
for her? What's going on, guys? To take you away from the podcast for 1 minute to show you this awesome deal. If you go to hostile.com, I'll take you there now. There's a final sales section here that's awesome. And you can check it out. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. But if you go to supplements and pre-workout, this is our Hostility V2. It is a power-packed pre-workout. It is like a 27 or 28 gram scoop, and it packs with all of the best performance ingredients that you need. If you click on that, you can go through and see the nutrition facts for yourself. But I like blue raspberry. Click on that, put it in your cart. Once it's in your cart, then you go here, brandware. You go to tops and teas, scroll down to the Shield Classic Tee. Once you have that, large, gray, add to cart. And from there, you're going to go lifting gear. Once you put lifting gear, you're going to go padded lifting straps or figure eight straps. I like padded lifting straps, Samson Dauda. Add those to cart. Once I have all these in my cart, I'm going to click terms, check out. And once you get here, the discount code here is RBPV2. Click that in, apply, and you get the t-shirt and the lifting straps for free. And now you have the best pre-workout on the market also. Check it out, guys. Awesome deal. Not going to last long. Hostile.com. Thanks, guys, for watching and support. Do you?
It comes with the territory, I guess.
Right.
As long as I feel it's, you know, deserved, I'm okay with it.
You never feel it's deserved. You're not going to feel like you deserve to lose.
There's times I feel it's deserved.
What's the time that he lost that you felt like he deserved to lose? You put yourself in this corner. I didn't do it.
There was a few
Good.
back early on.
You can
Early
speak your
on.
mind.
Yeah,
Early on, yeah, early on.
early on when he
Yeah.
yeah, there was sometimes where I thought he did better than he should have.
Right. What about
But
how did Pittsburgh feel? Because I know Pittsburgh was a very close show, and that's a Pittsburgh was a really big deal because Derek had just come off beating Samson, so obviously Nick beating Derek would have been, it puts him in the realm of the best in the world. So how did that one feel being so close, and then him not being able to take the W?
I guess for me during prejudging, I didn't see it as being so close.
Yeah.
I thought it was a slam dunk for him during prejudging. So I didn't see why it had to go so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I thought when he walked out, I thought he was the clear winner during prejudging. So I didn't see the so close bit. Now I thought Derek did come back better,
Right.
and it was closer
Yeah.
during the night. But I thought he did so much during prejudging. I didn't think it was so close.
Have you learned to have you learned to assess bodybuilders' physiques through your time, or are you just more a fan of your son?
Yes, I think I have.
Yeah. So you're in tune with like how bodybuilders look, and they're being able to decipher between symmetry and conditioning, and like you can really break it down.
Yeah.
Chris Cormier was very impressed with how much my mother knows.
All right, let's play a little game then.
Okay.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna add Mama Walker. Create new player.
Oh God.
Nice.
That's it. We're putting her on the board. Oh shit, nothing's happening. I'm sorry. Okay, let's do this again.
Are you guys doing top 5, or how much did you guys do?
We're going all the way. What is going on here?
Really?
We're going all the way. I want to see how much your mom knows.
All right.
Okay, where is she here? Mama Walker. There she is. Add player.
Mama Walker.
All right. Where are you? Gotta be at the bottom here somewhere? No?
Yeah.
Where did she pop up? Right here. Okay. Let's see.
Where's the top 10?
Top 15.
Oh, you guys went all the way.
Yeah, we don't have to go all the way if you don't want to, but let's see. Do you want to start with your top 5?
Good.
For what? The Olympia?
Yep.
Yeah, Mom.
In order?
Yeah.
Well, of course, it's going to be Nick.
Okay. Why? You know what? Let's really figure out how much you've learned in your years of following bodybuilding. Why is Nick going to win this year over other years? Can you give me a reason why he would beat Derek, Samson, Hottie?
Well, because I feel that he has put on size in the right places and he has balanced his physique. He put it in his he has more quad sweep
Okay.
than he has. He is balanced out. Now I know nobody likes his structure, which I feel his structure is not as awful as people make it out to be. I don't understand. It's not as pretty as others, but I don't feel it's as ugly as everybody says it is.
No, I agree with you.
I don't get that. But I feel the combination of the size and the overall balance that he's going to bring, and of course with his signature conditioning, I think is going to
be enough.
Nick,
you know that your physique has to be 100% to do what she's saying. Like and when I say that, I mean like, I actually agree. I actually agree with your mom about your shape or symmetry, right? Like people say, "Oh, it's ugly." I don't actually think that, but you have to be 100% on for it to look like that. Because like New York last year, it was like just like 2% off. Didn't look as pretty as like when you're bang on. So
I think why I even have myself winning as I always do, but why I feel really confident is after New York, me and Kyle, like I don't want to say we didn't let off the gas because we chilled a little bit, but we never got fat. We didn't get
Yeah.
out of shape. We stayed lean. So it was like
Right.
all the tissue just turned into muscle.
Right.
Like I'm 280 right now, and my ass is more crisp than it was on stage at New York.
Yeah, you look like a freak. Your
You
updates,
know,
your
I
updates
and I
look crazy.
think my back even came up more than what it was.
Okay, but I
My
have a
hamstrings are more dug out. I think my chest has come out more outer sweep. I think my waist has even chiseled in even more than what it was. And it's not that it's a size game, but size is a factor. And I think pound for pound, I'm the biggest guy on that stage.
so that's what
And
I
what,
want to. So that's what I ask you, Nick. Sorry to interrupt you. You are well. I don't want to say you are. You look like you've put on
well, yeah,
a
obviously,
lot of muscle.
yeah.
But I just had Patrick THRU on the podcast, and we were talking about this, and he was saying that with the added size has to come added inches on the waist.
I
Do you think
disagree.
yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think your waist is smaller
No,
or similar?
I think it's in my opinion the same, and I'm much wider,
Hmm.
or it's definitely slimmer. Definitely not wider.
Okay. Patrick was saying that his favorite look, I'm going to bring it up right now. His favorite look of yours was this look. This was
So I know, yeah,
the
that's
two.
everyone's favorite.
Why do you feel like this look would win you an Olympia?
Now, no, I think everyone's much improved than what they were then,
Right.
and so am I.
Right.
And my abs have never looked the way they look there since for a very
Right.
long time, and I
Right.
think that's just due to obviously shit that was happened in my life that probably just
Right.
created a big ball of bullshit.
Right.
And obviously my mom takes my photos every morning, so that's coming back now.
Okay.
Like I now like have like blocks again, and
Like crisp, yeah.
that's what I want. I think that's was been missing from me. Like everything else is improved and great, and it
Yeah.
was just that.
I noticed when you pose, like your posing is flawless, right? But one of the things I've noticed over the years is you've always seemed to not be able to decide whether you want to stretch or crunch your abs in that front double. That's
That's a judge thing.
what do you mean by that?
Some judges don't like the crunch. Some
Mhm.
judges love the stretch. So
But what do you think looks best on your physique?
I've always preferred the stretch.
Really?
I'll tell you why. My mom disagrees.
I
I
like the crunch.
I agree with my
I,
mom.
I tell you, I understand that the crunch obviously emphasizes the abs, because no one else had those deep abs the way I have. I preferred the stretch because I felt like it brought my waist in to look a lot thinner.
Okay, can I talk? I'm just gonna give you my opinion on it. Number one, when you crunch, it turns your waist into a strong point because exactly what you said.
Well, yeah,
Nobody
that's
else has that. So your waist goes from being the weak point to the strong point when it's dug
right.
out, right? The problem with stretching it out is your physique becomes completely unbalanced because your
Long
waist,
torso.
yeah, it becomes like narrower, right? But now your legs look stumpy because your
And
waist is
I don't
right,
disagree, but
right,
then
What he was told to
when you
do.
have certain judges saying,
really,
"Hey,
Yeah.
yeah,
really, huh? That's tricky when,
I
yeah,
said do both. That's why he does both. That's why he was struck.
yeah.
I'll stretch and just crunch."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, when you can do it right, yeah. You can do both, yeah. I noticed you put some good size on your legs. I was looking at your pictures here, quads. Mom Walker wasn't joking around. You got some sweep on the legs now?
Yeah, I honest dude, and it's funny because like people get on me for it. Well, not anymore, but I don't train heavy anymore, man. Like I just focus on contraction. Obviously, I don't train like a pussy, but
Right,
I make sure the outer sleep is what's contracting. The moment I go too heavy and I don't feel it and where I want to feel it,
right,
to me that set was waste or useless. So now I'm gonna go back down to what I was doing.
right, right.
And I'll just take it very close to failure, not all the way. I don't even really train to the crazy failure,
Yeah,
but I also think that comes with time to be able to do shit like that, though.
right.
when you are able to train full range in that type of fashion, very slow, and contract the muscle extremely hard, I do, to a certain degree, think training to ultimate failure, knowing how to do that, can be diminishing. So what I just do is I just do more volume instead of going all the way to failure. I'll do but I won't do many exercises. Like I train legs twice a week, where my main quad movement is either going to be the leg press or the hack squat, and I'll sit there. I'm not kidding, for like 5 or 6 sets of like 12, 15.
Yeah.
And then I'll end with like 1 or 2 sets of leg extensions, and then do some hammy shit, and then walking lunges. And that's my leg day. And I just think that has dramatically brought my legs up.
But I think it's funny you said that, because Patrick was just talking about this too, and he was saying, I think you guys at your level have to start emphasizing that what you're doing is working for you because you're at your level.
Of course. Like I wouldn't tell someone new to say, hey, this is how, stick to the basics, the bread and butters.
But I just mean that that heavy, going to failure, sometimes a little bit sloppy, is good for the beginner to like really put on slabs of tissue.
Don't get it wrong. Once in a while, I slip and just, have a little fun. But the basis of my training now is what you see.
Yeah. Yeah. But what I'm saying to you is it works for you because you're at a level where you need to really nitpick very specific parts of your body, right?
Yeah.
All right. So he's going to win because of the muscle and the added shape. Let's go back to the board. Mama Walker, who do you got in second?
Very, very close, Samson.
Okay, I'm going to ask you guys both, and I'll start with you, Mama Walker. What did you think of Samson's guest posing? Because he did have a different look.
I thought he looked great.
Okay.
I love Samson, by the way.
Yeah, well, he's an amazing guy. Nick, what did you think? You see a slimmer, leaner?
I think he looked great.
Right.
You can tell he's obviously extremely focused on condition.
Right.
What was I going to say? I missed it.
Do you think if he's a few pounds smaller and you're bigger, do you think it will be the reason you kind of overtake him, or do you think that extra condition?
I'm gonna take him regardless for him.
Do you think? Okay, let me ask you this: do you think the extra condition, if let's say he's got stripped out glutes, do you think that's a wow factor that might sway the judges?
No, because what if he loses other body parts? You think striated glutes is going to be the game changer? Because I don't.
I don't know. I kind of do.
I don't.
You're gonna have.
What if he has striated glutes, but he lost them back?
Yeah, but that's only 2 poses.
And then I come in with striated hammies, striated glutes, and a big fucking back.
Yeah, but that's only 2 poses.
That's all I need.
Why?
I win side shots. I'll win the most muscular. I'll give him the front shots. Ab and thigh, definitely mine.
Okay. Nick, you're the best. Okay, let's go. Okay, Samson second. Let's keep going. Third?
Well, this is tricky because I don't know if Heidi's coming or not.
Let's assume he's coming.
If he's coming, I would want to put him in third, but I don't know.
What do you think?
I would put Heidi third.
I'm gonna put him in third. The way his pictures look, I don't know. I have a feeling they might give it to Derek, but I would put him in third.
Okay, does that mean Derek's fourth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll put Derek fourth. Is that crazy to say that the former Mr. Olympia? I mean, I guess they're all 3 of them are former Mr. Olympia.
No, it is crazy. It's crazy, but everybody's so close that it's just. You know what I mean?
You know what it is? I just feel like Hottie's hungry, man. Not saying Derek's not, but I just feel like Hottie lost twice, right? So I just feel like he's it's like me, right? Like I lost Pittsburgh. Like, yeah, I won New York. I'm thrilled. I love New York. I got my 3 rings. It's fantastic. But like, I wanted to win
Yeah.
Pitts, and the fact that I firmly believe I still won Pitts and didn't. Yeah, I'm hungry, man. And the
Yeah.
fact that I haven't been in Olympia for 2 years, I'm fucking hungry, bro. You
Right.
know.
Right.
And I feel like this is a year where there's a lot of hungry individuals.
Use a good
Samson, I know Samson's starving,
Samson's. Yeah. Samson's on another level.
figuratively and literally.
Yeah. Yeah. But Hottie, you're right. I agree. When you look at Hottie's posts, you can tell there's a level of intensity there that's,
Mhm.
yeah.
He's not playing, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't think any of you are. I don't think
No, well, obviously
all four
not.
of you, all 4 of you at the top. Look, I've said this before in other podcasts. All 4 of you are interchangeable. There's certain things each of you bring that could make that top 4 sway one way or another. So, yeah, I guess it's going to depend. What's it like being back in the house, Nick? I know you've said in previous videos that you do better with a little bit of chaos in your life, but
I changed my mind.
that was before.
I changed my mind.
That was then. This is now. Yeah.
So, I'll explain everything. So, obviously, before I came back home, because yeah, we haven't been on one of these in a long time. I came back home for Pittsburgh. I was what, like 5 or 6 weeks out, right? So a very close friend, because I was going through even a lot of shit down there. And even after training, I would like literally go to their house every single day to just hang out and not be alone in my house in Florida.
Right.
And I remember he came to me and said, "Look, bro, like we're gonna be traveling for almost like the whole month of April."
Who is this that's saying this?
His name's Danilo.
Okay.
And he said, I think what would be probably best, maybe for the rest of prep, you go home and finish it, with your family.
What year? When is this? Last year or this year?
For this year for Pitts.
This year for Pittsburgh. Okay.
So I just said, okay. I said, you're right. I'll do it. That's what I'm going to do. So I got home and I remember texting Kyle. I remember getting home. I woke up the next morning. I sent him pictures. I took a nice, big, deep breath. I texted Kyle. I said, this is what I want you to do. I want you to trust me right here, right now. I said, do not change the diet. Let me do what I need to do training wise. And I said, when I send you, because this was a Monday, so
Yeah.
I got home on a Sunday.
Yeah.
I said, I guarantee you by Wednesday, when I send you pics again, so it's 2 days, I'm going to look a lot different.
Right.
And he's like, okay. And I looked a lot different.
And you felt that way just because of the calm of being home.
I felt, yeah, calm being home. I felt relaxed.
Yeah.
And it confirmed for me being home, being around family, like this is where I become the best version of myself.
Yeah.
And not to say like it's okay to feel, tired, shitty, or grouchy with my mom and dad, 'cause it never is. But it's not that I don't feel bad, but like this is where I grew up doing it. So it's like they're prepared for it. We know what's going to happen. It's like a team type of thing. And I think over time we learned each other to where like I communicate. I say, hey, it's, she lets me know what her, you know what I mean? And it's not things I feel bad for anymore. And I can be in my own element. I come and go as I please. I don't have to wait on anyone. There's no bullshit, and I like you said, obviously I have my days where I'm grouchy or a little short, but I truly try, and I emphasize the word try, to make it somewhat enjoyable for them, so I'm not like because at the end of the day, like, they don't have to do this with me.
Oh, of course. How did you feel? Sorry, Nick, how did you feel, Mama Walker, when he called you and said, I want to come back home and do my prep at home?
I thought, oh God, no.
Like, fucking not again. I gotta deal with this
I'm like,
shit.
not again.
Stay the fucking hell.
No, for real, was it? No, for real, was
we gotta make room for all the crap in the house.
Well, actually, it has to be because, bodybuilders need their own kitchen.
Oh,
it's got all this shit in the fridge and his appliances.
Oh, I know. I had to go buy shelves and so I could put all this crap everywhere. Yeah, I know.
Right. So was there a good feeling inside because you are his biggest fan? Like, okay, we get to do this again with him.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I like it. You know, I love this stuff, so it's fun.
Yeah.
And I think going into this specific prep too, it makes it a little more enjoyable. Is me and my mom go to the gym every morning together.
Oh, really?
Because she's on her little fitness journey, you know that.
I didn't know that. So that's cool.
Oh
So
yeah, she's down like 60 pounds, man.
that's
Yeah,
incredible. So when
yeah.
you go in the morning for, what do? You go in the morning for cardio? You bring your
I
mom?
go in the morning. We do our cardio. I'll do my abs, whatever. She puts herself. Well, I told her, but she puts
Yeah.
herself through a little circuit of
Yeah.
training now.
Yeah.
We're there for hour and 15 minutes at tops, and then we, you know, what I mean, and it's cool that we, you know, we're not obviously together, but we're
Yeah.
doing it
Yeah.
together,
Right.
you
That's
know,
awesome. Yeah.
and I think for me that excites me more
Yeah.
because she's kind of involved in it now, not just so
Yeah.
much of so I see her journey, which is really cool, and I think also just being back home, it puts a different perspective, on life that I had living in Florida and Vegas. Like it's what you, as you know, for what you see on the internet is never what life truly is.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. We all know that, and I think I got stuck in that world for a while of
Yeah.
having this so-called image, or when kids have this image and they're just miserable as shit.
I- i-
Um,
Is that what
and
drove? Is that what drove you a little bit? Like, were you trying to live up to a certain type of hype?
for sure, and I just think at the end of the day, it just made me miserable. Like trying to keep up with looking a certain way, having certain cars, doing this, doing that. And the reality is, like, for a lot of people, it's cool in the moment, and then you're
Yeah.
like, why did I do that?
Right.
That was stupid. Now I'm stuck with this bullshit.
Right.
And I think coming home, like, especially on the East Coast, not even just my family, but people here, they don't give a fuck, man. Like they give zero fucks who you are,
Yeah.
what you got. They just
Yeah.
care about who you are as a person.
Right.
And I just, I had to get back to my roots and remember that. Now I'm not saying, don't spoil yourself every now and then. That's,
No,
what I
no.
mean?
What?
Like you do
I,
what you got to do, but it put that back in perspective.
yeah.
And I also think that allowed me to breathe just a little easier and be more calm and be like, you know what? Because when I die,
Yeah.
no one's gonna care what type of car I have. They care about the person.
Right.
And I just think being back here allowed me to become that version of myself I was. Obviously, better, but before I left Jersey to begin with.
Yeah.
But I'm also glad had the opportunities to leave Jersey and go, live in Vegas, go live in Florida, because it just now confirmed where I belong and where I need to
Yeah.
be, which is here, which is with my family, because now I just thrive off being around family. I thrive off being around close friends that actually care about me and not who I am as a bodybuilder, like just
Right.
me. I like to just help people when I can help people. Like I don't care to buy myself things anymore. As long as I can make the people around me that have helped me happy, I really just don't. That's where I'm happy now.
A lot of people think moving to one of those places, like moving to Vegas or moving to Cali or moving to Florida, is the answer. Like, I got to be around other bodybuilding people and other this and do this thing. And I think they kind
That's
of,
what I
I
thought.
think they kind of forget that, like, the peace you have at home is kind of what made you a great bodybuilder to begin with. Mama Walker, number 5.
Number 5. I'm gonna go with Andrew Jack.
Andrew Jacked. Okay. Okay. 6.
Martin.
Martin. Martin's been quiet. Nick, what do you think? Is Martin going to be able to crack into that top 5, top 4?
Not with me back in it.
So he's got
Well,
an, go ahead.
he can beat Andrew Jack if he's not on.
Can he beat one of the top 4? Do you think he beat Derek or Hottie, or obviously you're not going to say Nick, but like, can he beat anybody that's in the top
Hold
3?
on. My question for you, Fuad,
Yeah.
if Derek, because obviously they had a little thing at the Olympia too, right?
All right.
If Derek is 100 and he's 100, who do you think wins?
Derek. But my thing is this: Derek's Derek's physique is tricky. If he's not full and his legs are flat, his physique kind of gets completely ruined. And I actually thought last year at finals, I actually thought Martin was better at finals at the Olympia because when Derek's legs are flat, he's just completely imbalanced. So Derek's got to be on, or else I don't know. He could slip. Like Martin's going to be better, you know. So I think Derek's legs play the biggest part in his physique because, and even also when he's brought that level of conditioning where you get that crazy side of the leg, nasty, grainy look.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have that now, people automatically say, "Oh, he's off." Like it was so funny when he showed up at Pittsburgh versus Arnold. People were like, "Well, he's not as good as at the Arnold as he is at Pittsburgh," and I'm like, "He's still fucking peeled." But
I thought he was just as good, to be honest. But
people are expecting that super dry, grainy, and full. Like he's put a level of like expectations from people now that he's got to achieve every time, or automatically he's like, "Oh, he's not as good."
yeah, I agree.
So I think if he's too far gone, I think Martin can can sneak in there. He's right there. He's right there. He needs a little bit more size, I think, but he's not far.
No, he's not. Martin has a great physique. I've always said that.
Mhm.
All right. Um, Nick, what was it like switching coaches and getting, why did you decide on Kyle of all the coaches? Like, you know, Kyle is popular, but a lot with most of the social media superstar kids. Why did you pick Kyle other than just being like knowing him and being friends with him? Was there other coaches in line, or did you decide he was the guy for a specific reason?
I mean, yeah, I've had a couple coaches in mind beside him. At the time, I'll be honest, I even talked to my mom about it. I was at one point considering Chris Tuttle
Okay.
or possibly Andrew Barry at one point.
Yeah.
And, I had this conversation with my mom a few times about them. And obviously, with Kyle kind of knows my body because we've been friends, obviously, for many, many years. And he's been with me through some full preps. He's been with me through a couple peaks.
Yeah.
So he kind of already knew a little bit about my body. And his knowledge, obviously, is a lot better than what it was back in 2018, 19.
Yeah.
And me and him had minor talks. And I think you texted me one day and was just like, what about Kyle?
Yeah.
And when my mom says it, it's a
Why did you
no-brainer for what?
why why did you say it? Why was it why did that come up for you and not somebody? Because when people think Nick Walker, they think he should have the best coach because he's Nick Walker and he's right there. He's on the doorstep. So they think he should have somebody like a Hani or a Chris Aceto or one of these really big names. So why Kyle? Why did that come to you?
Well, basically, for me, it was Kyle's calmness.
Okay.
Nick needs a coach that is totally laid back, calm.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a hyper person that's, yeah, we're going to do this and this is, like high strung. That don't work for him.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for me. I'm the same way. I don't like people's energy like that. He needs someone totally laid back. And I immediately thought of Kyle.
Yeah.
And because of his energy. And that's the kind of energy that Nick does really well with.
So is that sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
And basically, I think he would, anybody could coach Nick, really. I
Yeah.
think Nick does, he does most of the work on his own.
Nick, is that the ticket for you? Like I know obviously you said your mind has changed now, but is that the ticket for you? Like part of the move, like all of this together is saying one thing to me. Moving home, having a calm coach, all these things. Is it just bringing the pressure way down, bringing the outside noise way down, and that allows you to see through to become better? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say pressure way down. That's
Not
always
pressure,
going to
not pressure,
be.
but the noise around you.
It's
Taking it away.
Yeah, it's something well, not really, because whatever goes on the internet, my mom tells me anyway. So it's, you know what I mean? It's not, I wouldn't say that, you know.
Yeah.
I wake up at 8 in the morning. She's like, did you hear what so and so said?
Oh, no.
I'm like, fine, get off. But for me, it's, you know, it's what I emphasize is it's peace. I feel
Right.
like when there's always going to be stress though, right? Like with the regular stress, the shit that's just, it is what it is, stress.
Right.
But outside of that, it's just peace in life. And I think when you have that outside of what the normal stuff, everything just kind of functions the way it needs to. Who you are, your body, your mind, everything kind of just starts to flow the way it needs to. And whether that turns into a win or not, you're a better person for it now.
Right.
And you just need to stay on that path, you know. And I just live by the word peace now.
So Kyle was the reason, Kyle was the guy because of his calmness. Now, why do you, a lot of people in the industry, in the, like in the know, kind of know how much trust you put in your mother, but a lot of people outside don't. So I'm going to ask you, why, I don't want to say your mom makes your decisions, but I know for a fact, certain decisions that you've made in your life, she kind of is the tipping point. So why is your mom's emphasis or decision making so powerful in your mind and your career?
I think at the end of the day, my mom, no matter what, has my best interest. She'll never steer me wrong, and she
Right.
never wants me to make the wrong decision.
Right.
And I know when I come to her with something and then she comes with me with a verdict, it's not out of emotion. It's she just did probably days worth of research in 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I trust her in that aspect. And if something, I hate to admit it because she's sitting here, but if something smells fishy,
Yeah.
she's like, no, don't,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
So she's your gauge.
So, and I will unfortunately have to admit, 9 times out of 10, she's not wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
Has there ever been a decision that you made that went the opposite of her that you regret? Okay. Is there? Okay.
There's been a few.
I'm not going to cut that out, but okay. I'll ask you, Mama Walker, is there any decisions that you've told him to make? We'll go the other way. Have you not pressured him, but said, hey, this is a good idea, and he hasn't taken your advice?
All the time.
All the time. Really?
All the time.
Is there anything specific you can share?
I don't know.
Like when he moved to Florida and he moved to Vegas, or when he's
Oh,
when
I didn't want him to move to Florida.
no.
No, he was supposed to go to Florida originally, just to do his prep
Okay.
with Matt and for the show, and that was fine. But then all of a sudden he was moving there, and I was like, oh no, I didn't want him to move there.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like you've been wrong about a decision you wanted him to make?
No.
No, never wrong. I can see where you get the confidence from. It's like,
No,
Yeah.
literally.
I have more experience, and you know.
I have learned to not fight my mother on decision. I'll debate her for sure, but at the end, because I always like to, just like you, I like to play devil's advocate. I
Of
like
course.
to throw shit at her to see how she would respond.
Right.
And normally it's like, okay, I see your point, you know, like, all right.
Does anybody think you're crazy? Does anybody in your life look at you and go, hey man, your mom's kind of your manager? Is that crazy? Is it too close a connection? Like some people think like there's a degree of separation that's good. It's like the saying like you don't mix business and family, right?
I'll tell you this. My mom, she would even emphasize never mix, business with pleasure.
Right.
It never goes well.
Right.
But the reality is I don't trust anyone more than my own mother.
Yeah, that's fair. Nick, is that a product of being as popular as you are? Like you can be.
I think so, because listen, I've been fucked over and used
Right.
and whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know when I come back home, my family don't give a fuck about none of it.
That's what
They
I'm
just
saying.
want me to make
Yeah.
the right decisions,
Yeah.
whether that's life, bodybuilding, financial, or whatever the case is.
Right.
They wanted to make sure it's the right decision. So I trust her with a lot, yes, at this point. And I've learned, as a kid, you're like, fuck off, you're not right.
Right. Right.
Now I'm like I said, I'll debate her, but I don't think she's wrong. I just like to play devil's advocate.
Can I ask you this? Because there's not a lot of people that obviously have your level of popularity. Do you think sometimes when you're as popular as you are, because I know a bunch of people in the industry that have this level of popularity and they all kind of attack it in different ways. Do you think you put walls up too high? Like, do you think after being burned, you like put the walls up that are just you keep
No,
no? You have a healthy level
listen.
of
I love this industry more
right,
than anything, but what I love more um, is just keeping my circle very small.
okay,
I don't need new friends right now. I don't need new people. I have a very small people that I truly, truly trust, and I
right,
know just that's it. And I like to keep it that way. I feel like when the walls come down and you start letting people in, that's when bad shit starts to happen.
yeah,
So I don't, like I said, I don't mind putting some of my life shit on social media, whatever else, the good, the bad. But like when it comes to like real intense shit, there's not everything needs to be plastered everywhere, except the inside people. Like that. That's it. You know what I
right,
mean? My mom knows everything about me, the good, the bad, the sad, the ugly. Small close friends do, and I think that's it. That's all you need. And the smaller your circle is, I think the more peaceful your life is.
yeah,
Like I do more. I don't know if you pay attention, but I do a lot more YouTube stuff now, and
yeah,
I'm getting involved in a lot of that. But like once that's off, I go home, I shower. Me and my mom, sit on the couch and watch a fucking movie. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I like to just have that peace, and I've learned to even put my phone down. I don't want to touch it sometimes.
right.
I have to tell her that sometimes. Yeah. But, at the end of the day, like being at home is what brings the peace for me.
Right. Mama Walker, do you think he's Nick? How old are you now? 31?
Yes, actually.
Do you think he's how much like I've seen a massive change. How big a change have you seen in Nick in the last 5 years? Like, is
Oh,
he a
well,
completely different person?
yes. Well, he's been through a lot. He's had to grow up really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the popularity does that, right?
Yeah. Well, he went from, you know, as soon as he turned pro, it just went from 0 to 100. So
Yeah. Yeah.
things went quickly. I mean, they moved him right out of the house into his own house.
Right.
Everything went very quickly. So he learned a lot of stuff very quickly.
How much do you worry about him either on a social level or on a health level? Like let's go to the health route. How much does bodybuilding scare you and worry you?
Worries me all the time, but
Yeah.
this is what he chose to do. There's nothing, so I just support him and make sure he does it the healthiest way possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she gets on me about blood work and all the testing, and she's on it. Trust me.
All
I
right.
mean, you can only do it the healthiest way possible. That's all.
Right. Okay, let's go back to the board. 7. Actually, that's what I want to ask you since you're so in tune with the bodybuilding community and what's going on. 7, I think 7 through 10 gets interesting. Who do you think who's like a newcomer that could jump into that 7 through 10 spot? Because there's a lot of guys, Nick, too, like there's, Urs just switched over. We were talking about Urs in the top 10, and you got like, good vetoes coming in. You got Rubiel, you got like some of these guys.
You want to know who my dark horse is?
Ah,
Brett Wilkin.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like Brett. I don't know if Brett has enough size yet, but he has a lot of quality. So
If he's put on more than what he has at his last show with the quality he has,
yeah.
that can help him.
Yeah. I just let me see if I can bring up Brett real quick here.
I also think
I like Jordan.
I was gonna say I think Jordan too.
Jordan
Yeah.
Hutchinson.
Jordan is one that is also people are talking about. He's complete. He's like 255, 60 pounds on stage. This is, I think, his most recent check-in.
I think he looks great here. I
Obviously,
can
he's
see
flat.
where he might lack the size compared to everybody else,
Right.
but dude, that's a nice physique, man.
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful.
And he's got such a bubbly chest.
Yeah, the quality of it is pretty amazing. I know the Olympia it's kind of, there's a lot more emphasis on size. That's the only reason I don't know if he can get in there, but okay, I'll put him in there. So you guys both agree he's your 7 spot?
Well, I just said dark horse. I don't know if that's the seventh
Oh,
spot.
okay. Okay. Who's 7 for you then? Let's go there.
Hmm.
And actually, I want to ask you guys, Nick, do you agree on all these placings so far?
Yes, I do. That's actually my top picks. Yeah.
Okay.
It's getting tougher now for me.
I know it. That's why I wanted to
Yeah,
get your opinion.
it's getting.
Well, because there's all the old school guys, right? Like you got, William Bonac is still there.
William Burton.
Oh, shit. Forgot about him,
right.
actually.
You got Brett, you got Brandon Curry's still
Right,
there. Akeem is huge. Like there's some guys in there with a lot of muscle still that, can pack in that 7. And then Rubiel. What do you guys think of Rubiel? He's a new guy and he's got a ton of muscle. And, I think Chris Cormier said he could win the Olympia.
Not this year, no.
Yeah. Where do you think he's going to be, Nick? Do you ever think he'll be knocking on your door?
See, it's hard, right? Because I haven't seen him stand with any of like the top 6 people.
Yeah, the biggest I've seen him stand next to is Crizzo, I think, who's been as high as 7 or 8. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't been with the top. He hasn't stood next to the top elite yet.
Yeah, but there's not many that have. But do you think
I think
that second tier, do you think he can be at the top of that second tier?
if he's conditioned, yeah, man. Because if you like, and I have said this,
Yeah.
when you really look at his physique, it's not bad. Like it's actually a really nice physique. His legs are huge, but
it's not bad. It's beautiful, dude.
I think if he can narrow that conditioning to a whole new level, yeah. I mean, he can stand with anyone. Yes.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Let's take a look real quick. This is Rubiel's pinned photo. Like that's a fucking wild physique, man.
If he just keeps bringing out detail and does not get any bigger, yes, he's a freak of nature, hands down.
Yeah, like look at the side leg on this guy. Like Jesus.
Yeah, yes. Okay, yes.
You forgot. I think you forgot what we were looking at. That's let's see what we got here. This is like that's a big dude, man.
That's a big dude.
Okay. So who do we have 7 then?
Who you got, man?
I'm gonna go with we'll go with Good Vito.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. Good Vito, 8.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about. Now I'm gonna put Brandon Curry in 7th.
Okay.
And then Good Vito.
Okay.
What about Bonac?
Just look, your mom's got some good picks. Except
You gonna throw Bonac in top 10 or no?
And then
Bonac.
Bonac.
And then 10. Who's 10?
Bonac.
Oh, Bonac's 10. Who's 9 then?
You don't know your picks?
Tonio Burton.
Oh, Tonio Burton. I forgot Tonio Burton. I need a list to look at.
Here, right here.
People.
Here are all the guys. Right here. Nick, how are you, man?
I'm good, bro.
No, how are you? You took this 2 years gone, man. 2 years removed.
Listen,
How hard was that 2 years?
it was hard. So I tell this to everyone, like 2023 was hard because of the hamstring, right? Like it was an injury. It was hard,
Yeah.
but it's an injury. Like fuck, right?
Wait, before you go on, can I ask you something about that? Because I remember that
Yeah.
happening. Wasn't there, like, I've injured myself, and I mean, you were right there. Wasn't there any possibility of you just going on stage anyway? What happened?
Couldn't walk, bro. My calf was torn too.
Your calf was torn too, so you couldn't walk.
I had my hamstring on one leg and the calf on the other.
Holy shit, dude.
So I
Okay.
couldn't even flex my leg. I couldn't
Yeah.
walk.
Listen, the first time I had you on my podcast, the very first time I had you on my podcast, I think you said to me, "I'm going to win the Olympia in 2 years."
And in 2 years, I was fifth.
You were close.
I'm close, bro.
But what the reason I said that is then you hit like this 2 years where you just took you out of commission. So you have like this plan that you were headed down, like this road that you were marching down, and then it took you.
Here's the thing. I'm by far not the most religious person in the world, but
Yeah.
I think the man above had a little plan for me, and he said, "Yo, homie, your head's getting a little too big for its britches.
Uh,
I got to take you down a notch."
yeah.
And I think it led me down a certain path that I needed to probably go down to
Yeah.
realize everything can be taken from you very fast. And this is my second chance. And I think that second chance led me to something greater, something bigger, something to come home to, and something to achieve with the people I love around me.
Yeah. Mama Walker, are you a religious person?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Okay. So do you guys have is religion a predominant thing in the home or no?
I am religious. I'm not
Yeah.
practicing. I don't
Yeah.
go to church regularly.
Yeah.
But I am Catholic. He was raised Catholic.
Right.
But I don't go to
So
church regularly, no.
so the injury happens, Nick, and you are obviously devastated. I think I remember I sent you something
Yeah, I remember.
at that time to say, sorry and everything, but um you looked at it as something that was supposed to like take you down a notch. But then
At that moment, no. Looking back now, I can see.
What was it in that moment? Just complete devastation?
Yeah, I couldn't understand it because
And
it was a week out, and that whole prep, man. I'm like, you know how confident I always am,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
this was like that. This was that year where I'm like,
Well, I remember everybody saying, I think that was the year Derek won, right?
yes,
I remember everybody saying in that, I'm like, oh, what would have been like if Nick was there? If Nick was there, he probably could have beat him, blah, blah, blah. Like those rumblings were going on, right? So
that was like the one, man. And I think right after that happened, it was like a crash of just a bunch of really bad negative juju came at me at once with a lot of shit from every angle.
right.
So then I just, obviously I still just try to keep my head on right. I was still training. Hamstring, did heal rather nice. And, after talking to Matt, we had to qualify. So I
Right.
said, okay, I mean, I don't want to wait too long, so we'll just do New York. And I knew with the headspace I was in and all that other stuff, like I probably wasn't the right move.
Right.
Luckily, it turned out to be a win, but then down the road, more shit, and I didn't even make it to Olympia. So that one last year was just, I think, more devastating than the year before because it was like there's no really known answer.
How did you get through that, man? Because that was like,
And I got my ass chewed.
yeah, I know you did. But I've never seen you like that, Nick. Like the Nick I know is like fucking militant. Like I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna do this. This is what I'm gonna look like. And usually it turns out that way.
Yeah.
Like I've seen it, right? So that like last year, I'm like, it was like Nick's lost. Like it just your prep wasn't going right. Like you didn't look like your normal self. So how come? I guess my ultimate question when that happened was how come you didn't get it earlier? Like I think you pulled out at what 6 weeks or 5 weeks out.
Yeah, no, it was literally like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's right. It was even closer. But how
Yeah.
come if you weren't if things weren't lining up, like the Nick I know, right? Everything's lined up always. Everything's clicking, everything's on the right track. Why not at like 8 weeks or 10 weeks? You go, hey, this is fucked. We need to change everything. Like you just not
Well,
see it or what?
no, we were, but nothing was happening.
Oh, so
And
you
I
kept
think
making changes and nothing
and
was
I
there.
think the more we, pushed and pushed, the worse it just got.
Right,
Um,
right, right.
and that was like the devastating part for me.
Yeah.
Then obviously that video came out that obviously made me look like a crybaby, obviously,
Yeah, it
and that
wasn't great.
wasn't that wasn't how it was supposed to be perceived. But and that was, I never let bullshit get to me. But that was probably the first time where it got me hard. It got me really fucking hard.
Why? I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but when I looked at that video, I was like, I didn't feel like Matt's your coach, and I didn't feel like he took enough of the hit for it.
I mean, it's one of those things at this point in my life where it is what it is.
Yeah, it's gone, right?
I, like I said, I think everything happened in my life for a reason, for a
Right,
purpose.
right.
Um, and I think, putting trust back into my family, my mom, where I needed to be, and letting her kind of guide me again on the right path.
Yeah.
It's brought me to where I need to be, and for a long time I also think I just lost the joy of kind of bodybuilding because of everything else I was trying to create image wise. It
Right.
just took the fun out of it. And I think coming back here and just seeing how simple life can be, it makes it fun again.
Are you still trying to live up to the hype at all?
No.
You
What,
know,
like image wise? Or just
Everything wise, people have
no,
expectations, right?
now, like, listen, my mom knows. I'm a car guy. I love cars. I'm always gonna try and, you know
Yeah.
what I mean. Like, there's little things I'm still just because I love that. That's for me.
What kind of car are you driving right now, Nick? Tell me what kind of car you're driving.
I got a Stingray.
What the fuck? Why'd you get a Stingray? Why don't you get a Z06?
That's too much money for me to
Fuck you. I know how
explore.
much money you make. You can afford a Z06.
So can you cheap fuck? I listened to your last podcast. You're like, I don't want to spend that much.
I didn't know.
But
I didn't.
even with that, like, I'm simple. I don't want
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm okay with
I know.
not the best,
You
because
can't
it's
fit
still
into
fucking
Stingray.
awesome.
You can't fit in a Stingray.
We both can. We talk about.
She can fit in a Stingray. You can't fit in a
I
Stingray.
fit in this thing right just fine.
Oh, fuck off. Barely. Your fucking ass doesn't fit in that thing.
I do. I
Okay.
have that. I have my Audi, and then I have my
What
Mercedes
Audi do you have?
Q8,
Okay. Q8 RS or just Q8?
Q8 RS.
Really?
Yeah.
See, good for you. You went all the way up on that one.
And then I have an AMG Mercedes.
What kind of AMG?
Um,
Is
it's
it,
coming tomorrow, actually.
oh, you just bought it.
No, 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 no. It was my car I had in Vegas.
Oh, okay. What is it? Is it a truck? Is
Uh,
it a car? Is it what is
it's
it?
a car. It's a car. I'll send you a picture.
Okay, send me a picture. You don't even fucking know the name. What kind of car is it? What's wrong with you?
I don't. I'm bad at that.
Oh my God. So you're a
But
car
like
guy.
that's like, I love car. Even when I was younger, obviously my parents never knew that because I'm like, I don't have the money to buy a car. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like that's my fun hobby. But other than that, like, I don't really care to spend money. I don't care to do anything. I'd
Right.
rather help the people around me, you know?
Nick, going back to what we were talking about, everybody I know that has a level of popularity that you have has kind of been through the fire a little bit. When you went through that, like when I say that, I mean the Samson I knew before, like Samson and Milos had a falling out.
Mhm.
And obviously some people think Milos was right, some people think Samson was right, whatever. The point I'm trying to make of it is there was a huge fallout after it. Samson took a lot of fucking heat.
Mhm.
And I believe it was a lot of heat he didn't deserve either. It's kind of the same thing, right? So he's a different person after that. Like I think Samson developed I don't want to say just a thicker skin, but just a better outlook on how to perceive popularity and how to deal with it and how to deal with social media, period. Did that kind of same, like going through that fire storm after that video came out, did that help you kind of learn to how to perceive social media a little better and deal with it?
Yeah, I mean, for a while, and I don't know if Samson was the same, but I didn't post anything for a very long time. Not
Yeah.
nothing like extravagant like I normally would.
Right.
I remember, even saying to Kyle, I'm like, I need to go back to like my old roots and just stop talking and stop posting and just work.
Right.
Every now and then, I'll say some shit, because
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Yeah.
But I need to just find the fun in this again
Right.
and stop worrying about what everyone has to say and just enjoy that I get to wake up every morning
Mhm.
and work out
Yeah.
and do cardio.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I think that changed for me. Like, you know how sometimes it isn't pretty. You wake up, you're like, "Ah, man, cardio, fuck."
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore, man. Like I may wake up tired, but I'm like, let's go do my cardio, And because it's like at the end of the day, there's people that wish they get to do cardio. There's people
Yeah.
like, not to bring you into it, Fouad, but like you're injured. There's things you can't do now.
Yeah, no, I know.
And now like not that thing I think you ever took it for granted. So I don't think you did, but now you see like, damn, I probably should have enjoyed it a little more.
No, you do take it. You do. People take a lot of things for granted, and
And I did for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Like I'm like,
yeah,
and now I just think with all, like I said, knowing it could be taken and all that, I just, I'm just thankful to be able to do this every single day. And again, I have my moments of crankiness, of,
yeah,
whatever shortness and all that. I think it's just going to happen.
yeah,
But I think majority of my days, I'm just thankful that I get to be home doing this with the people I love. I get to bodybuild. I get to be the best I can be.
hmm
And I also just think what's really cool, which even when I started this journey, I never even thought it would be a thing, but you motivate and inspire others through your own journey, man. Like I never thought me becoming this, I would be helping people, and it's not that I put pressure to be a role model, because I am who I am now, and I'm not going to change that for anyone. I'm a very blunt, driven, confident individual, and I know sometimes that can backfire, as it did for me for a couple of years. But I don't see anything wrong with being confident, because even through those dark times, my confidence was still there because I knew what I can still accomplish.
yeah,
I'm just going through a fucking rough patch, and I don't know how I got there, and I don't know how to get out of it at the moment,
yeah.
but I'm gonna figure it the fuck out.
So you never, so in that 2 years when you're kind of gliding through it, you never wavered. Like you were still like, I'm going to be Mr. Olympia one day. Like
Absolutely,
that person was still there.
absolutely. Because again, he didn't shine as he normally would. I kept him under the radar, but
Right.
absolutely, because no one's life's perfect. If you go through life and never hit a rough patch, in my opinion, you're in for a rude fucking awakening, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna come.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that like I got to experience some of the shit now and get it out the way so I can learn and not repeat that dumb shit,
Yeah.
and be wiser, more mature for it, and focus on what's important in life.
Yeah.
And all like that fancy popularity, social media bullshit, that's not it, bro.
Yeah. No,
That's
yeah.
not it. And if people don't like me for me, whether that's in real life, social media, whatever, like I can honestly, I don't care.
Right.
Like I really don't.
Right.
Because there's gonna be tons, like even now, even then, when I was 18, 19 getting shit, people are gonna love you or people are gonna hate you.
Right.
I'm not here to please anybody. I don't want to please anybody.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm here for.
No.
I enjoy helping people. I enjoy giving advice to especially new bodybuilders that have it. I love, doing all that stuff, but I don't care to just worry about who likes me and who doesn't.
Right.
It's not good.
But I do want to ask you, since we want to have a little bit of fun,
Okay.
how do you, I know you don't care, but you do care.
Okay.
How do you feel about Derek minimizing you as a competitor?
Derek's got a shitstorm coming, bro.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
I think if I'm going to be honest, I think that was disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah. Well, there's been a few comments now, if you recall.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And
Do you think Derek does that because he's trying to play a game, or do you think that's just who he is?
if it's a game, it's the worst game ever. You know, I don't know. I don't think he means any ill intention. You know what I mean? I really don't. But like the way it comes off and the way he says it, it's like, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what are you talking
How
about?
do you feel about it, Mama Walker? How's those comments when Derek says something like those two guys are fighting for second and third and
Not even that one, but the
or
fact that he
Nick,
thinks I should thank him.
that one, I was going to say that was the next one when he said,
Yeah.
he
Okay,
kind of
but
felt,
just a reminder, when he said me and Samson were fighting for third, homie got third. So
yeah.
I
But how
thought it
does
was
that,
funny. I thought it was funny.
yeah.
we all got a nice laugh out of
It was
it.
funny.
You know what that is for me? When he talks like that, it looks, and because of how he said it too, it just shows lack of confidence.
Yeah.
My man's nervous.
Yeah.
I think he's nervous, and as he should be.
And you think you guys both have him in fourth.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
If Hottie's back matches the front, he's third.
Yeah. Okay.
Hottie to me is one of the greatest bodybuilders right now.
Yeah, I mean, every year he's incredible. He's got,
I think since he's been in the open,
yeah,
he's never been out of top 5.
yeah, yeah.
I don't even think top 4.
Yeah.
So,
I don't
Yeah.
know if he's going to make it.
I don't know. There's a lot of things going on in the U.S. right now with
Right.
the Middle East and whatever. But
and with Samson, I love Samson. I think Samson's one of the greatest people I have ever met in my entire life. And when I look at Samson, I do think he is just not only a great bodybuilder, but probably one of the greatest people I've ever known.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly say that.
Yeah.
I bust his balls on here, and I know he knows I'm joking, but the reality is, there's no nicer man that I know on that stage other than Samson. Truly,
yeah, yeah. Are you going to say that if he beats you?
absolutely. I might kick him in the dick, but yeah.
Can we make a side bet about it?
What side bet? What do you want to do?
We got to make a side bet. I'm going to bet on Samson.
Okay. I mean, what's the bet though?
I don't know. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You got to do something. You shave your eyebrows?
That's easy, bro. I shave my head.
No, you're not. You're not going to shave your fucking eyebrows. Come on.
Say I won't.
You're going to shave your eyebrows.
Absolutely. They're bushy anyway. They could use a trim.
I'm not shaving my fucking eyebrows.
You
I'll dye my beard like fucking
gotta dye your beard red.
red.
Yeah,
For how long?
for a month.
I think I got the worst end of this.
You said your bet, homie. I'm saying mine.
I'm not doing that for a fucking month. Are you
A
crazy?
month, come on.
No, fuck that. I'll do it for like 3 days.
No, a week.
I'll do it for a week.
You gotta do a whole week.
I'll do a week. I'll do
All
a
right.
week.
Whole week.
Samson's gonna win, so I'll do it for a week. That's fine. Mom Walker, what are you gonna do? You gotta get on this too. You gotta bet on your son. You gotta shave your head. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. How about dye your hair brown? We'll make it easy.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, your mom's not gonna do anything. That's
No.
what.
No, I'm not going to do anything.
Listen, I love that you guys came on. Nick, is there anybody or anything you want to thank? Anything you want to say before you go? Honestly, can I say something before we end this?
Yeah.
I love the just growth and relaxation and come to Jesus. And even though it's not, you know what I mean? Like I love
Yeah.
I love you've been through a lot, dude. You've been through a lot. You've been through I think a lot of friends, you've been through a lot of companies, you've been through a lot of but not in a bad way, but there's been a lot of come and go. And, I think we were part of that. So I'm not, everybody knows it's not we have our own history, but I like where you've landed. You know what I mean? You kind of been through it all and seem like you've grown up a lot through it. Oh, fuck.
That you?
Yeah, it's me. It's because I'm too many podcasts. You get
Oh.
this. You get this angle now.
Oh, the side angle. No.
Anyway, the point I'm making is I just, without trying to sound like a fucking old guy, I feel like you've grown up a lot and you've been through the shit, and I think it's really nice to see.
Thank you. You know, it's been rough, and I think I want to try not to get emotional.
Okay, it's okay if you cry.
I've made a lot of mistakes,
Yeah.
you know, and I've taken a lot of shit for granted that I shouldn't have. And I'm just very thankful that I have the family that I do, especially my mom and dad. You know, I wasn't always the best to them.
Yeah.
And I think now just being older and, you know, I can honestly say my parents are my best friends. And I enjoy hanging out with them probably more than anybody else in this world, you know, and I know a lot of people don't have that. And I took that for granted for many, many years.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say like this is, you know, repayment or, you know, but this is just me being better, you know, and I know what my family's been through, especially with a lot of stuff. And I just always want to be a shoulder for them to lean on, as you know they've been for me, you know. And I think it's one of those things where, like, you know, what Chris said, it's, you know, it's okay to be a burden sometimes, you know, around the people that you love the most. Sometimes you have to be like, you need people to be able to lean on and speak to, and they've been that for me, and I want to be that for them, you know.
Yeah. Mama Walker, how proud are you of your son and the journey he's been through? I know you've always been his biggest fan, but you got to obviously have seen the change.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're very proud.
Yeah. Does your dad go with you to do cardio, or is he?
No, he works.
No.
He's still working, man.
Okay.
He works.
Is there something else you do with your dad to kind of spend some time, or no?
So usually every Sunday, his birthday is this Sunday, but usually every Sunday.
Happy birthday to him.
I take my mom and dad to the movies, and that's just kind of like our time together.
Look at this shit. Are you kidding me? Nick, you're such a good boy.
Every Sunday, bro. We've been going to movies every Sunday. Yeah.
That's incredible. I'm so fucking jealous. Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, movie day.
Well, listen, man, I appreciate you coming on. I wish you the best of luck. I hope to God you get second place. But no, it's nice having you on, man. And thank you, Mama Walker, for making the time and hanging out with us as well.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. It's amazing.
Am I the first mom ever to be on the podcast?
You're the first mom ever. And you have an open invitation to come back whenever you want.
Yeah. And we're really glad that you're okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
I hope you have a...
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to come to the
I'm going to try. I got to get my passport because my passport expired.
Oh, sure.
And I also have to see when I have surgery. So I have a nerve conduction test next week, and then my doctor's going to let me know when my surgery is in October. If it's after the Olympia, I'm going to come. I want to come because I want to see, you know, I want to be there for Samson, and I want to watch. It's going to be wild, right? But I want to try and make it for sure. So we'll see.
But not even that. I know I've already texted this to you, Fouad, but you know, we're all proud of you.
Thank you,
we're
man.
all happy. You know, because I obviously, you know, I don't know the full extent of what you're going through because my injury, you know, isn't even top tier to what yours is.
Yeah.
But to just see you keep pushing, keep trucking along, still trying to figure out ways to work out and move, like that's motivating for a lot of people. You know, we're all here for you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And you know what? You've been shooting me messages. People don't know this, but Nick's been messaging me like once a week, almost once every other week to check on me. I think that's really nice of you. So thank you very much for that too.
Of course.
But okay, enough of the mushy shit. I'm gonna go take a shot of test. Listen, man. Good luck with the rest of your prep.
Thank you.
And I hope you come on again soon. And same to you, Mama Walker. You guys are welcome whenever.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Have a good day.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.